having listened to the discussions on the parking solutions and possible solutions for the last year or so, what really there are a lot of good suggestions. Everybody that's made a suggestion, it's a workable suggestion, but what it really says, it's not a one solution fits all for the community, the downtown, the village. Every block is different, and some blocks probably should have both sides. And this idea, you can take a parallel space and have 3 head-in golf carts, and all of a sudden you may be creating a great golf cart parking, and still get back the sidewalks in the downtown space. The side streets, more residential, that one of the ladies talked about, it's a perfectly good idea, valid idea to maybe go back to parallel on one side, where you're not running into sidewalks. But it is definitely not a one-size-fits-all solution, and I just think you have to kind of be the block, be there.
Look at each street and
Yeah.
east, west,
And the solutions have already been talked about. And go in with an open mind that maybe this block's different than this block, and we've got different solutions. I think a lot of the solutions are out there. The Gilchrist, I think, we can do a great job of maintaining some beautiful parking spaces that are defined by landscaping, not ugly curbing, not anything that people don't like. So you're giving a park presence, at the same time you're keeping some spaces, and then it even sounds like part of that problem is already solved. The people will have to go to the places that aren't being used now. So
Right on.
I would just urge you to really get into each space, and the solution has already been probably put forth.
Buzzy, we haven't heard anything at all about the side streets for parking and, for the homeowners on the beachfront side streets. Any thoughts on that? Any changes? And
Yeah, Rick Lamb basically has addressed that, and what he is suggesting is two different categories of parking in those streets. And your streets like 3rd Street and 5th Street would have, a fairly high density of parking, because they're really not in neighborhoods, so to speak. And the other streets within the historic district, moving up to 18th Street, would have landscape plans where there would still be public parking there, but the public parking would respect the character of the neighborhood.
And be somewhat limited.
Yeah.
It would be somewhat limited.
And would be
Somewhat
somewhat limited, because if you have, and it would be again defined by landscaping, because if you have chaotic parking there, you run into real problems in emergency
Sure.
situations.
Absolutely.
Well, you got real problems with people just doing with whatever they want there too. And as I mentioned, the boulders, you talk about emergency services.
Yeah.
They plant lawns, they irrigate them, and then they put boulders on them so nobody will park on the land that they can park on. Those are public streets. Can I do that to Banyan Street? Put a palm tree in the middle of it? No.